Hello, welcome to the Global Tales podcast. Today's story is from Malaysia about a tiny, clever hero named Sang Kancil, the mouse deer. Before we begin, I want you to listen carefully, imagine each moment in your mind, and find answers for these questions. What does Sang Kancil want to do at the river? What trick does he play on the crocodiles? What lesson do we learn from his clever idea? Now close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the green jungle, the river full of crocodiles, and tiny Sang Kancil ready to cross. Let's go.
Once upon a time, deep in a beautiful green jungle, there...
So, did you hear the answers? Let's listen to the story podcast.
Sometimes, the biggest lessons come from places you least expect, like a simple story.
Exactly. And today we're digging into one of those.
We are. We're exploring Sang Kancil and the Crocodile Bridge, the mission. Well, it's to see what this old tale can teach us about tackling problems, especially when you feel like the little guy.
Yeah, because this story really flips the script on power, doesn't it? It's not just about strength.
No.
It's a fantastic look at how being clever and really understanding what makes others tick can be way more effective than just muscle. It's about finding that leverage point.
Okay, let's get into it then. Picture this. Deep green jungle, really lush, and there's Sang Kancil. He's this tiny mouse deer. Famous, though.
Right. Known by everyone.
Known for being incredibly quick-witted, always had these brave, sometimes kind of cheeky ideas.
He wasn't big, but he was smart.
So one day, it's scorching hot. Kancil needs a drink, finds himself by this big river, wide, deep.
Okay.
And the crucial bit, it's absolutely packed with hungry crocodiles.
Oh, right. So a serious obstacle, not just a river crossing.
Definitely not. Tiny Kancil, huge river, loads of predators. Seems impossible, right?
And this is where it gets interesting. Kancil's reaction. He doesn't freeze. He doesn't try to fight.
No.
He actually stops and thinks, you can almost hear him. How do I get across without becoming lunch?
Huh. Yeah.
Makes you pause, doesn't it? When you hit a wall, what's your first instinct? Do you stare at the size of the problem, or do you look around, see what you do have, even if it seems small, like your wits?
That's Kancil's move. He doesn't give up. He gets an idea. And it's bold. He just yells out, "Hello, crocodiles!"
Just like that, loudly.
Yep, loudly. And after a moment, these big snouts pop up.
Okay.
And they grumble, "What do you want, tiny mouse deer?" Probably a bit annoyed.
And this is the pivot. Kancil doesn't beg. He doesn't explain his real problem.
No, he invents something.
He plays right into what they might want. He says, the king sent me. He wants me to count you all.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Because, Kancil continues, he's planning a huge feast, a royal dinner, and needs to know if there are enough crocodiles.
A feast involving them. Oh, I see. Appealing to their ego. Or maybe greed.
Both, probably.
Yeah.
Vanity, status, maybe just the idea of being important to the king. They're surprised, curious.
You can just imagine them thinking a royal feast for us.
Exactly. Kancil read them perfectly. He found their weak spot.
So he's got their attention. What next?
He gives them instructions. Very clear. Please line up side by side right across the river so I can count each one properly.
Wow, he's directing them.
He is. And because they're caught up in this story about the king and the feast,
They actually do it.
unbelievably, yes, they start lining up snout to tail like a living bridge
Crocodile birds.
all the way across the river. They're trying to impress the king, or maybe just curious.
So Kancil sees his chance.
And he takes it. Carefully jumps onto the first croc's back.
Counting out loud.
Yep. One, then hops to the next 2, 3,
Yeah.
all the way across. Little Kancil hopping across this bridge of predators he just talked into existence.
That's amazing. He used their own strength, their numbers against them.
Precisely. Didn't need to fight. Didn't need to swim faster. He just needed to think smarter. It's pure strategy.
So he gets to the other side, safe and sound.
Stay up on the far bank.
And what does he do? Just run off?
Oh, no. He turns back first, gives him a little wave, maybe.
Maybe a laugh.
Definitely a laugh. He calls out, "Thank you, crocodile. But there's no king's feast. Sorry, I just needed you to be my bridge."
Oh, they must have been furious.
Absolutely livid, splashing, thrashing their tails, total chaos in the water.
But it was too late.
Way too late. Clever little Kancil was already vanishing into the jungle, safe, free.
What a story.
It really is. And the core message is so clear, isn't it?
Mind over muscle.
Exactly. The clever mouse deer tricked the hungry crocodiles using his mind instead of his strength. It shows that, really tough problems don't always need brute force. Sometimes they need ingenuity.
A bit of creative thinking.
And understanding the other side.
So maybe the next time you're facing something that just feels too big, too strong.
Think like Kancil.
Yeah, think like Kancil. Don't just focus on the obstacle. Look for the unexpected angle. Use your mind.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? Where in your life could a little more Kancil-style cleverness, maybe a little less direct confrontation,
A little less brute force.
help you find your bridge to the other side? Where could that create a solution be hiding?
Still searching for answers? Please get it in description box.